How's it going, my friends? Back with another video for you guys today, and I just want to start this video off real quick by saying thank you again. This won't take very long, but I want to do a couple of shout outs because this is important. This is a great community of people who, are kind of gathered here talking about photography and getting information from me. So I want you to know I appreciate everything. William Ackerman, Glenn Davis, Sydney Kincaid, Zay Russ Photo, Andy Verdi, and Steve Johnson. You guys have decided to donate to the channel and become patrons, and I really appreciate that, guys. It's something that is so appreciated because we're going to be wrapping up the wedding season here. We only have 3 more weddings for the rest of the year, and we do have a bunch of engagement shoots and a couple family things before Christmas, but 3 more weddings. We're winding down, and we have like a little bit of a break. We have like a few weeks off from weddings, so in that time, Sarah and I are going to be cranking out videos. I mean, I'm going to be really dedicating a lot to this channel and stepping up the production quality, buying a lot of new gear, investing in stuff so I could take this, place to the next level. You guys really seem to be resonating with the message, so the donations are super appreciated so I can continue to, really put work in and step this up. A lot of you guys were asking, you don't use Patreon, so you're asking for PayPal links. I put that in the description and up. If you go to the About page, right in the top where all my links are, you can find the PayPal donation too. So you guys are just great. Thank you very much for the support, and I will continue putting out great content and doing my best to bring you guys useful stuff that you guys can use in the field. So this video is going to be very quick today. It's just a very short one. A couple people had reached out and asked me, I believe it was you, Andy. You had reached out and asked me about the grip on the Z6 and how I kind of work around it because it is small. And that was actually an issue for me. One of the issues, I do like the smallness of the Z6, but the grip's a little bit small for my hand, so my pinky was always flipping off the bottom of it. Very simple solution I found. This thing right here. Okay, this is the Meike. I don't know how you pronounce it, M-E-I-K-E. It's a little grip extender. So this thing is absolutely perfect. I'm not, I know that Nikon came out with the battery grip for the Z cameras that we can use. I'm not a huge fan of it because honestly there's no controls on it and there's no extra card slot, so I wouldn't really need the batteries because the battery life with the Z6 is phenomenal anyways. I've told this before, but we only go through, I usually shoot about 2,500 photos, for each camera on the weddings, and I really only go through maybe a battery and a half. And I use a combination of the EVF and the back screen a lot, so the battery life is already phenomenal on the cameras, so I don't have any need to buy that extra expensive battery grip, but I want a little bit more room for my hands. So this thing works absolutely perfectly. It's not that expensive. I think it was like 48 bucks on Amazon. I see people have been asking me for links to, like affiliate links and stuff like that so they can, help support the channel that way. But guys, as much as I appreciate it, I just feel like I don't know how you guys can trust my opinion seriously. Like, not that you should assume anybody's lying off the bat. I'm not that type of person. I'm not just like skeptical on whatever. I trust people until they give me a reason not to. That's just the type of person I am. But when I'm in this position where I'm really talking about gear, and especially the stuff that I'm really talking about, the Z lineup, you guys know that I own everything, but still I just feel like it's more of a pure message if I don't have affiliate links to things I'm talking about. So I do appreciate, like, if you guys if you're going to buy a Z6 or something like that, shoot me an email and I'll generate a link for you, and it's much appreciated. But in terms of like spamming like gear and stuff like that and then putting links to it, I just feel like it kind of dilutes the message a little bit. Not talking shit about anybody else who does that, but just for me, it's just kind of tough. But anyways, so this thing you can get off Amazon. It's like $48, and it really adds that extra depth to the grip that is hugely helpful. It just sits right on top of this camera right here, and it has like a little like screw. I just take a quarter and screw it in right to the bottom. It sits very securely and snugly. Now, this adds this extra depth to it. don't know if you guys can see it very well. I'll kind of hold it up to the light, but I mean, it just adds a chunkiness to the grip, which is very, very nice. And it doesn't go across the whole frame either. It's just, or bottom of the frame, it's just this little extra bottom. And this helps especially with speed lights and flash. When I'm using this, I drag the shutter a lot, so I'm, you know, kind of moving my camera around. It just adds a nice extra grip to it that you can't get with the normal grip, and it doesn't add a lot of weight. It's very, very light. One thing you guys might be obviously wondering about is the battery compartment, okay? Now, this thing does not claim any weather sealing, okay? So what you can do is you can either leave this battery, this thing just pops right out, okay? And just sits right into, it's very easy to remove on the Z6. You can either leave it on the bottom and reach up through this and click it and you can replace batteries no problem. Or you're gonna, I'm sorry, you cannot replace batteries no problem. If you leave it on the inside, you're going to have weather sealing, but you're gonna have to take off the whole bottom grip to replace batteries. In that case, I just leave it on this. I moved it to the bottom of this so I can just replace batteries very easily with the camera, with it still attached to the camera. I don't take this one out in the rain though. Obviously if I'm gonna be shooting in the rain, I remove this, put the battery back on here and the battery compartment cover, so I have the, you know, weather sealing. It doesn't claim weather sealing. It's on the bottom, so you know, getting water in there, I think it would probably, you know, be pretty safe, but you just never know. And I'm not about trying to get, you know, water in my camera. So, but the battery compartment, however you want to do it, it just flips out very easily and you can put it in. This thing is sweet, guys. The other thing too is the build quality and the construction on it. I feel very, very comfortable having this hanging off my Black Rapid strap, which is I do. It has these two little threaded loops, right, or threaded holes right there that you can crank in for a tripod or, in my case, a Black Rapid strap, and it holds very, very well. It's extremely secure, and that I wouldn't mess around with that, guys. You know, just me personally, I would not buy anything that was not secure because, you know, I put my cameras through the ringer. I mean, I'm laying on the ground for shots. Sometimes I'm getting up and running around. They're swinging off me. And I've had cameras, I bought cheap straps and things, and I've had cameras fall to the ground. So this you can trust. In my opinion, I've really been using this for a while and put it through the ringer. So I hope you guys like this video and it's helpful to you. If you're not going to go buy a battery pack, the extended battery grip, I don't think it's really necessary unless you're doing video. I would, you know, you're going to need the extra batteries, so that's probably an attractive thing for you. But if you're just doing stills, this is an excellent way to extend that grip and make it a little more comfortable in your hands. Guys, if this video was helpful, just let me know. And I appreciate everybody, the support, and all the new people on the channel. You guys are freaking awesome. It helps if you drop, you know, your thoughts in the comments and things like that. It helps the reach of the videos. So you guys are great. Until the next video, guys.